Welcome to another episode of the Agri-Scope here on Farm with Samuel. My name is Samuel. If this is the first time you are watching this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Just push the notification button so that anytime we make a new video, you get it, and you also share it for others to see the good work that we are doing, talking about agriculture, educations and trainings to better our agriculture day in and day out to ensure its sustainability. You know, rice is one of the most stable crops that we consume here in Ghana, but it is said that, or it has shown that, even the rice that we produce is not sufficient for us. And do you know that Ghana's rice imports are projected to hit 1 million tons 2025-2026 growing season? I mean, rice in every home that you visit, rice is eaten most of the time. And rice is produced in the country. I mean, when you throughout the country, it is produced in most of the regions that is found in the country. The import is said to cover up for more than half of the demand. I mean, for the rice produced in the country, despite the rising domestic output. But why is this so? Let me read something for you. According to the US Department of Agriculture, that's the USDA Grain and then Feed Annual 2025 report, the USDA forecast milled rice production at 900,000 metric tons, an 18% increase from previous year due to favorable weather and improved farmer participation. But however, the optimism is tempered by weather risks. I just want you to take note of, certain keywords that I'm talking about. First, I mentioned the USDA report attributing the increase in the metric tons, the 18% increase from previous year due to favorable weather and then improved farmer participation. So it means that an increase of 18% from the previous year is due to the favorable weather and then farmers participation. The optimism is tempered by weather risk, with the Ghana Meteorological Agency predicting normal to below normal rainfall and long dry spells in 2025, raising concerns over crop sustainability. These words that I'm mentioning, the weather risk, the below normal to below normal rainfall, and then long dry spells. That's attributing to the projected 1 million metric tons that's going to happen, or that's projected this year 2025 and next year 2026. The consumption is expected to reach 1.8 million metric tons, up from 1.7 million metric tons, driven by population growth and changing diets. The report noted that Ghana's urban population prefers fragrant long grain rice, which is largely imported. What I'm reading is from the citynewsroom.com. So you can check it out and read it by yourself and you get to understand. So what is coming up is the prices of the rice produced from March 2024 to January 2025. But that's not where my concern is. According to the USDA, the USDA further warned that structural challenges, including poor irrigation, low mechanization, and weak processing capacity, continue to undermine local rice competitiveness. It cautioned unless these bottlenecks are addressed, Ghana will remain import dependent, leaving consumers vulnerable to global price shocks and exchange rate pressures. Rice is now Ghana's second most cereal after maize, with per capita consumption at 51 kilos. So while government has tried to promote local rice through initiatives like National School Feeding Scheme, the USDA concludes that quality concerns, irregular supply and distribution challenges continue to undermine local rice competitiveness. Definitely, our imports will hit 1 million metric tons. The USDA has attributed this import increase to many factors. It stated that because of structural challenges including poor irrigation and then low mechanization. You see, climate change is really affecting agriculture in the country. And as a country, one thing we have to gear towards if we want to ensure crop sustainability and then agricultural sustainability in the country is to put up structural policies, put up irrigation facilities, put up facilities that's going to sustain the agriculture sector. Farmers are producing or farmers are doing their best depending on rainfall to produce for the country. But how is the country helping its farmers to achieve these targets that we want to achieve? The imports has been more and more every year. We produce a lot of rice in the country, but this rice that we produce is not sufficient. It's not sufficient for each household that we have in the country. You see, as a country, we can better up make this thing work to ensure the sustainability of our agriculture industry, because always most of the produce that we cultivate in the country, we import more than what we produce in the country, and it's not helping the country ensure crop sustainability. This is not helping the country ensure the sustainability of its agriculture industry. So we just want to plead, and then we just want to appeal that in as much as farmers are putting up their best, working day in and day out to ensure that the country is food secured, as much as they also want to get incomes in their pocket, or farmers want to get incomes in their pockets. What we are doing, or what farmers are doing, is gearing towards the country ensuring food security. But as the farmers are doing their own, or as the farmers are doing their best, the country, the government should also put in place structures that's going to help achieve the targets that we want. If, let's say, we have rice in abundance, I don't think this import is going to be more than what we take or what we have in the country. We all heard that we wanted to ban rice imports that we import in the country, but there was no measure that was put in place to produce rice that's going to prevent us from importing rice in the country. So as the USDA is saying, irrigation is one of the things that we have to carefully look at. Climate change is really affecting agriculture in the country, and if we sit and we look at it every year and we expect that production will rise to meet up with the imports that every time is been happening, it's not going to be so. So let's just put up structures that's going to help us, that's going to help the country ensure crop sustainability. Some of these imports, if we are having structures that farmers are going to produce year round, we having processing facilities that we can process some of our farm produce. We won't depend on other produce from other countries. Example like tomatoes. Tomatoes can be in abundance and a lot of them will go waste. We know that tomato is a perishable fruit. The shelf life is very short and it cannot be kept for a long time. You see, so if we have processing facilities that can do this, as a country, we wouldn't be wasting all this produce just like that. So let's put up structures, let's put up facilities that is going to help us ensure the sustainability of our agriculture industry. Irrigation is one of the things that we have to focus on. Day in and day out, farmers have been depending on rainfall for a very long time, and as at now, or up to now, you see, we've been facing this challenge for a long time, and depending on rainfall for farming now is not safe, and it's not good for a country to go towards that direction. Let's gear towards implementing policies. Let's gear towards implementing irrigation, or making irrigation facilities, irrigation structures. I know we have some in the country, but it's not enough. Let's put up more. Let's say in every municipal we are having irrigation facility. If we have a vast land area, that we have an irrigation facility that supply water for farmers, to produce, our imports will reduce, and then what we produce in the country will just go up, and we can even export some to other countries to help, grow our economy, ensure the sustainability of our sector, and then ensure food security in the country. So let's put up structures that will help us achieve all these goals, and it will better the country. This is the Agri-Scope on Farm with Samuel. My name is Samuel. Just join me. Let us plant today and harvest tomorrow. This is Farm with Samuel.